tell you, trading is set up to make you lose. Azman knows this. And when you are set up to lose, you better know what you're doing. But before that, let's play this nice little video because it's time.
Execute Order 66.
Yes, my master, as you wish.
Okay, hi everyone. So just updating you on the tests we've been conducting on, our Forex robots, okay, our AI-powered Forex robot. This is an update for our funder and our banks. For the fund that we are setting up.
Execute Order.
Hi everyone. So just updating you on the tests we've been conducting on, our Forex robot, okay, our AI-powered Forex robot for the fund that we are setting up. So what we have is very good results. Here's the result of one account where I've reduced the leverage by half of what I usually go through. So even based on, listen guys, I use low leverage. Like the gentleman there, right? I told you the maximum I will use your leverage is half. And I've been trading for a long time. I can set up my own fund. What did I say? 1/3 of what you're using. And what did I say? If you want to keep 1/4. What I use for this is 1/4 of what you're using. And that makes a difference between me and you, because I'm not very jumpy. I can go elsewhere and not worry about my positions. Trust me, your leverage makes a difference. After I'll show you why, if you do not get this carefully, and all the students here, you better get this carefully. You don't set up your leverage right, you will fail statistically. Statistically, you will fail, okay? On those results, which is very, very low risk, we are getting a rate where we can run it at about, 52% a year, which is quite excellent. Of course, if I go to the normal rate, then this will be normal leverage. This is going to yield about 104%. So again, at the low end of how I design it, even if I keep one eye closed, I can get 104 just like that. And you see, after this is all evidence-based. Let's see what I'm doing next. Which meets our minimum target. Anyway, so again, our internal target is 96%. Now here you see another account. Now this account I've put a little more risk. So when I say 96, it's that worst come to worst come to worst. It's the end of the world. Although if it's the end of the world, I should get more. It's like 96 a month. You see, after you don't believe me, I want to show you. This is scientific. We're here to learn that this is scientific. We're not here to learn to hoo-ha, rah-rah, go to the moon. That one in my marketing class I do lah. This one is not marketing, this one is serious, okay? I'll tell you when it's marketing, then we can hoorah, go to the moon, go back, go to Mars, Saturn, anyway. We go after pairs that are more risky. For example, the British pound crosses, yes, and too. Also the Euro cross. So again, for another account that's risky, I do it in another account. Because when you are investing other people's money, guess what? They put a pool there, and then you know what they say? Hey, this money you cannot use. Because you know why? Because if anything happens, then only you use. If not, I cannot even touch. And then they say, so there's money that I can use. So first I have low leverage. Now I have money I cannot use some more. Okay? And then they'll give me a small amount of allocation. This one you can risk. So that's why I'm setting up two, the risky one and the not risky one. And let's see the risky one. So you can see here, just based on this, after getting our setups correctly, this is already going at a 1% rate a day, which is nice because that gives around, what, 240 a year. Of course, that should bring it back and adjust itself back to 96% again. So possible, if you're a good trader, it's possible to do 240 actually. Okay, but the only thing preventing you from doing that is your greed. And because of your greed, you have high leverage. And because of high leverage, you fall into the broker's trap that want you to lose from the beginning. So on Saturday, what I'll be doing is explain this philosophy of how we're going to do things, how a big event can usually change the trading result. The result will go like this during a big event, a big volatile event, which we are expecting. And of course, on Sunday, I will update you guys on the details of how we're going to do the trading, several rules that we're going to put in. This is for swing trading. Now, for the daily trading that we do, the update will be on 8th December. So Sunday is very important because then we set the rules that we use for the fund. And I think the volatility event is going to happen. What I have predicted, you see here, is really starting to happen. And now we are at the third leg here of this head and shoulders formation. It's not actually. We are actually at the third leg of a leg that's going down. This was actually not I predicted. I kind of knew it would happen because again, I'm not new to trading. I'll show you afterwards that this has happened before. What happens before will probably happen again. And I ask for your forgiveness for freaking you out on the ringgit, but it is really going to go down, and I'll show you afterwards. So please, on Monday, if you guys, I'm going to CIMB to convert to US dollar. Head and shoulders, but it's kind of a head and shoulders. So if you see the S&P 500 is tracing almost exactly the pattern that we saw in 2008, which is why we're going to have a very, very big move soon. I believe this is to the downside, and that's going to make a lot of money. And of course, volatilities will really skyrocket, bring in even more profits during that stage. And you can see already in the charts of some of the opportunities that we have here. For example, you look here, this is a very, very good trade. You know, just using the underlying, you can probably get about 30–40%, but using options, you can get about easily 10 times profit here. Now, I said something there very important. What did I say? You see atas Forex, right? But I said can use options, right? Because I've converted Forex into a moon thing. So here's the deal. Again, I trade what makes money. Once it was crypto, now it's the market. So we're going to trade that. So to me, Forex is also the pair of USD JPY or Euro USD, but it's also gold against US dollar. It's anything that makes money, okay? So I'm not really, you know, you don't have to trade this and trade that. In fact, what I will show you after and show you in the YouTube channel is not really. What will happen next week is that I will then start running the account on my risky account as one set. Okay. So then I go to the other. So what are we here for? Okay, if you guys, yeah, just join this Telegram because many things will be here. Okay. Many things will be here. I'll drop a lot of things here. T.me airdrops JDV. Let me put it in the Zoom group. Copy. Yeah, that will be like my personal space there. You can join my YouTube channel here because I will say a lot of things there also. In fact, the tip that I am saying will be there. I will put it there also on Sunday, okay? You guys, yeah, let's see whether you guys recognize what it is. Here's my Facebook, Shukri Hamid. Find me there. That's my LinkedIn, Ahmad Shukri Abdul Hamid. Yeah, that's me. Okay, that's, okay. Yeah, I'm here. That's me. That's Darth Vader, of course. So, who am I? Yeah, okay. Also, we finished the book already, just waiting for printing. So if you can, to receive a free book, printed one, I will send it to you. Just fill out the form there. Just fill out the form. So it talks about making making 96% a year. The formula is actually very easy, but again, let me tell you, the only thing that's going to prevent you, and I don't know how a SAFU can even teach this, preventing you from making money or not, is your greed. That's all. It's actually easy to make 96. But most 99% of the people won't do it because when we show the formula to give 96, they say, I want to make 960. not good, okay? So yeah, 96% in Forex. So just give your email and your comments. Give your email first, and then what we'll do is we send the book to you, then you just give your comments on the book, what you want to see out of it. Having said that, the way we do things, we don't have time really to discuss the simple things, because the way I teach is simple. I'd rather get into the meat of the stuff, and during each class that I have, I'd rather go into trade positions that we can take, rather than talking about Forex or options or whatever. That's, to me, is really not good use of your time, because you know why? And this is where my philosophy is different, because others, they, and nothing wrong with that, others want to teach you how to hunt. The problem is, in the problem of hunting, you might get killed by a lion, you know. And I don't know whether Azman remembers the book. One of the books that we used to read long time ago in 2007 was the book, but around Forex. You got that? Reading on Forex. There's a book. Read that. There's also another book, Bird Watching in Lion Country. You go and watch the bird, you get killed by the lion, you know. You go and hunt something, you get killed. So rather than do that, when I teach in 2 days, 1 day is going through the basic or whatever we learn. The next day, this is the trade we're going to set up. Habis. And that's what we did. And you can see afterwards of our predictions, which did come true, because I focus more on that. Because at the end of the day, in the age of YouTube, many things you can get on YouTube. Seriously, you know. But no one on YouTube is going to guide on the story you have on what trades to do. And not many on YouTube will say, this is my account, see what I do. That's different. Okay, because now, so even to be a Forex guru now is very tough. Okay? Not easy. Because now semua kena tengok evidence. Hello, done, thanks. So, you can go also here to my website. Yeah, there are free courses here on my website, okay, YouTube channel. Bit.ly Shukri Hamid. Yeah, just go there. There's a lot of simple stuff, and we'll go there afterwards to watch some very, very simple videos. Not done yet. It's a clunky website. I like MVPs. I always say minimum viable product. I've been on minimum viable product like forever. Because at the end of the day, when you're doing something trading, how to develop the product? I want to make money. Got no time. And then once you make money, alamak, there's a new wave coming. I got no time to do a product. Like, I always wanted to put crypto into a membership site. I never got to doing that, you know, because when that wave is over, alamak, I have to prepare for another wave. Got no time. So hopefully this Forex wave or whatever wave you call it lasts for long, lasts for 2 years, so that I have time to do better things on my website. And doesn't look so clunky now. But again, I always say, you want to go website, you want to make money. Do a pilihan lah. Is that an excuse? Okay? Is that an excuse for doing a very bad website? But it's okay. Okay? So you can watch it there. So as I said, I'm going to release a lot of free things. And why I'm releasing free things, I tell you afterwards. So who am I? Okay. I'm luckier than most of you guys because, you know, I've been the CEO. I worked under 2 billionaires, also an ex-billionaire. So there's no more billionaire. He's a ringgit billionaire. But he's not a US dollar billionaire. He was a US dollar billionaire. I know his net worth. Yeah, I know. She's talking about someone. She's talking about my mentor. I even know how much he has. Because when I was doing his thing. Okay, so former billionaire. This is US dollar. We can't, hey guys, our currency US dollar. Not Sing dollar, US dollar now. Let's sing this. So when you work with very rich people, you learn how they work, you learn their thinking. That alone will change you. That's why you must go and touch Asman. Let him talk more. Okay, and you know the thing rubs on you. Okay, so I always say if you want to be rich, it's very simple. Go work for someone rich. What if they don't accept you? Go work for free. 6 months. If you can tahan that 6 months, that 6 months is going to change your life forever. I think it's worth it. Again, I'm an asymmetric event trader. I don't like waiting too. Our friend just now says he doesn't like waiting for money. Yeah, I don't like it too. I want to make money quickly and get out of the market, you know. I'm very scared of the market. Some of you here are very brave, okay? Thank God. I hope you don't go to this jihad, the forex jihad. I will tell you, you will die, and I will put you in a proper burial, okay? Don't do that. So what I did was, last year, again, thanks to the advice of the ex-billionaire. He's a ringgit billionaire, but he's an ex-US dollar billionaire, okay? I went into cryptos at the right time, I guess, because it was an MVP. I missed out on many things. He even said to me I'm an idiot because I was at that time. I totally got it wrong, but I eventually got it right. So I made it. So from US 20K, I brought it to US 1 million in 4.5 months. And then he told me to get out. I also made over, so at that time, I went from cryptos to free cryptos. And I made over US 30K in free cryptos. After you'll see another example of free cryptos. Okay. Not many people know that in 2016, I started something, this is called an auditable track record for Forex. Because I knew then that if you wanted to do things, you wanted to go big, you need an auditable track record. You know? People are not going to say anything. If you say, hey, I'm a good guy, I want to manage money for you, people, yeah, so what? Show me your track record. Show me your consistency, okay? There are 300 plus students in my community and I'm starting a hedge fund. We're starting it in Singapore. So before I go to Singapore, those in Malaysia, you better use me, because when I go to Singapore, the first thing, Singapore is very expensive. First, I probably want to meet you in Singapore. Second, you can belanja me in Singapore dollars, but food there is cheap. But any consultation will be in Singapore dollars, okay? Even if we have it in JB. So I'm giving you a prior warning that will happen probably after Hari Raya next year. Okay, I have to go after Hari Raya. The mother is still here, so it's not cool to go before Hari Raya. So again, because of regulations. Okay? Because of regulations, we got to do that. Okay. So what I teach is very different. I want you to understand this because people sometimes say, "Sensei, you don't teach this, you don't teach that." Yeah. Don't. I'm not going to teach everything. What I teach is very unique. I teach you enough. Cukup saja, cukup dengar ni. Please listen. I will translate it after this.
Tokens, free cryptocurrency worth more than $3,000, I think $4,000 so far.
See, when I said there was free cryptocurrencies, this is because my mentor said, Bitcoin was going down to 5. At 15K, he said it was going down to 5. So we got early on, so I went into free cryptocurrencies and they made a lot of US thousands, okay? And let me tell you at that time, when I said that, they said, you need to know. What planet are you from? And this guy here made 100,000 ringgit under declaration.
And then from there I learned a lot about other things related to the economy, how the money goes in the world, from forex, index, stocks, commodities.
So I'm very rojak again. You look, he went from cryptocurrency to free cryptocurrency to now the world economy. His brain is screwed. Because again, I said that guys, game over. It's time to hijrah. Not like Safi Elias. From something to something else. Our good friend Johan Hamid calls this asset jumping. Okay, we practice asset jumping. We jump to wherever we can make money.
In today's class, I learned a new thing in Forex.
That's why we bring Azman back. After that, we were going to ask him, we're going to do a lot of videos on Azman because he's student number 1. Patient number 1, okay? Long years. How many years ago was that? So long. Oh, 11 years, man. 11 years. Yeah, 11
You don't
years.
need to learn everything or all the indicator. Only learn the food of God. They call it food of
You
God.
don't need to know anything. You don't everything. Because if you know everything, you'll be confused. Analysis paralysis. You only need to know what works.
Yeah, just few indicator, and you can know where to entry and where to take profit. While others are still analyzing, you can already make your profit. So it's very simple with Sensei Shukri and Mr.
So here, when you learn with me, you are not learning to be clever. There are a lot of SAFUs there that can make you clever. Contact them. You're learning to make money. So the idea is you want to be clever, you come to me, make money, and then you pay them to be clever. Then you become clever and they only trade. Your choice.
The video is totally mind-blowing. You should come and take a look into our next Forex class.
100,000 USD, I made it.
So we have a lot of people in the 100,000 club. He's more like this. Dia
macam kalau kita nak belajar SPM kan, 4.5 kena belajar semua buku teks kat chapter kena belajar. Belajar dengan Sensei ni macam nak ambil SPM, belajar spot question ni. Tapi soalan pun dah ada soalan bocor dah.
Okay, what he said was very important. Is the philosophy of my thinking. Okay, what he said is that when you learn with me, you don't have to learn everything. You learn to spot the questions. Is this going to happen? Okay, and then he said, soalan bocor. The answer is already given. And we have that also because we have the answer given because, as I said, billionaires. Now, don't you think for billionaires, they know something that we don't know? For sure they know. Are they going to tell you? No. Are they going to tell me? No. Why do they tell me? Got reason. There is a reason, you know, that they tell me. You can ask me in private. I won't tell you here, but I'll tell you in private, yeah. There was a reason why this guy is telling me. He owes his life to me. Literally, yeah? I'll tell you after. Huh? Yeah. I'll tell you after, but I have to go off recording. I cannot record. Yeah. So, because there's a reason. Why would they tell you and me? Why would they tell me? And even when he told me, I didn't believe it. Okay? And I tell you after this, I didn't even believe it as this guy. Cannot be like this guy telling me all these things. But it became true. So what we do is now we have the soalan bocor. We have the answer. It's up to you to listen or not. So I'm going to play this little game with you now. Let's play this little game. Because, you know, a lot of people, why I'm having these courses and why I'm putting it up on YouTube and then I'm going to cut it off and do the summary is very simple. A lot of people come to me, Shukri, why is this happening? Why is that happening? Why is that? Is this going to happen? How you know? How you know? Who's telling you this? I'm fed up of that because it's not a waste of time. Let's play this little game. Why don't we say that, what if this doesn't happen? Because, you know, when people ask me, is it going to happen? There's only one possibility. If it doesn't happen, I don't make a lot of money anyway. BSKL is falling, right? Yeah. So, but what if it does happen? What if I say it does happen, you're going to make a lot of money? Or if you follow the other people that ask too many questions, you're going to lose a lot of money. So which is better? Follow my way. Again, the worst thing you can do now, if you don't listen to me, again, please hedge. Hedge. Okay, Martini is not here, but I advise her, yeah, US dollar is one hedge. Another one is Japanese yen. Another one is gold. And I'll tell you afterward the answer for gold. Soalan bocor. So nice, see, so nice to you guys. After you see why I'm nice also. There's something working on here, right? I'm here, yeah, Martini is here. Yeah, it's Japanese yen, Martini, Japanese yen. Yeah, she's right, she's very clever. Yeah, she wasn't my student, but now she's student. But she figured it out before she became my student, so I don't know. Maybe when she becomes my student, she's more cleverer, okay? That's good, yeah, Japanese yen is good. Okay, 3 people who changed my trading radically. This girl was working with a bank before, so I learned a lot from her. I learned how the banks traded. No, she wasn't a trader at a bank. She was an analyst. But I learned how the banks traded because the banks are the one that will play Forex in this round. just like Azman saw in 2008, just like I saw in 2008. And it's a very special moment. Next is Datin Mazna. Datin Mazna is really near. The longest CEO of a fund management firm, and M Investment Bank. And you know how hard it is to be in, to be in fund management. It's hard to last, and she lasted for the very long time. And she's probably one of, every time I talk to her, it's like an MBA. She will tell you things that you never thought of. For example, before this, and I'm going to tell you just for an advice here, because I'm in a very generous mood today of what she said. And, there was someone who came up to her and, presented all the data semua ada, factor, this type of investment. She said, I agree with you, it works, but it's not going to work now. And then she said something very important. I always say to my kids, don't follow my lead. So now I tell you, if you meet her, you better find a new idea. Because she is so good that within 10 minutes, and I urge you, if you have a big idea relating to funds that you want to do, it's worth it to meet her. Because within 10 minutes, she will tell you whether it works or not. And for this certain fund that was being proposed, she said it wouldn't work because of demographics. Even I didn't get that. Because she said last time, the demographic was different from now. And now you're setting a fund for this. The returns will never be enough to make that fund profitable. Although on paper it is profitable. Does an MBA teach you that? Doesn't, because she's been there for a long time designing all these funds, okay? Now the next one is, we refer to him as Darth Sidious. He looks like Einstein. Maybe he is Einstein. So he was the advisor to a billionaire here. I met him in 2014. I always argued with him, he helped me, but he helped me a lot. And then in 2017, he basically called me one day and asked me to go to cryptos or Bitcoin. I'm saying, but that's a scam. Never mind, you go to this ICO. I'm like, what's an ICO? And then because he basically knew the people behind this ICO. It was called Block 1. It's now EOS. So he asked me to buy the ICO. Me being me, because it was so new, I totally screwed up. I couldn't find it on Google. And it went from 50 cents to $4. Okay? And then when it went down again to went down to $1, he said, I think you better go buy EOS. Some of us did, some of us didn't. It went to 20. Of course, when it was at $1, and this is the problem with trading, it was at $1 and then it went down to 50 cents, and now we say, hey, this is wrong. Of course, when it went to 8, we all were chasing it up. Hey, buy, EOS to the moon. See, when people tell you $1, you're scared. Remember that? You don't realize, when it was $1, it went to 50 cents, only a 50% loss. When it goes up 8 times, you're like, hey, moon. We have no time, we have to buy. Then went to 20, that's now back at 5. But yeah, EOS, yeah, people remember, right? Yeah, but some of us went in. I think some of us went in, some of them went in at 3 or 4, and they made good gains with that. Okay, it was Zarif, yeah. So those were the times, right? Yeah, everyone has those moments. So what he said to us, many of the things really came true. Told us to go into crypto when Bitcoin was at 5. Do I have that picture? When Bitcoin was at 5, he called me in Pavilion. And he said, sell, it's going to go down. And at that night, it really went down. And I told my group, sell. And it went down to 3 or 2.9. And then when there was a crypto winter last year, you know, in September, he said again, you can go in. Like, what? And so we went in. And then you know what happened after we went in? It went down some more. And then it went up. Okay? And then when Bitcoin was at 15 or 19, 20, he came back and called me again. He said 15. It's going to go down to 5. And many of us didn't believe because at that time we were too busy going to the moon. And it went down. And until now, let me tell you that, until now, a lot, I know there's a lot of flack, you know, that talks me not being bullish crypto. I think I have my redemption. I'm going to show you afterwards. He has not said anything about crypto going up, okay, which is why I don't teach crypto now. I only teach free tokens. Because in free tokens, I say you get it for free. Why you want it to go out? You get it for free, what? You cannot tell me that, Sensei, it didn't move. I never told you it would move. I just told you to collect, ma. After I show you that one actually went up, the one that I talked about on October 13th. So whatever I talk about now, please take note, it may go up. I have that knack. So he didn't say, again, let me tell you again, he didn't say it will go up. He just said now, when Bitcoin goes down, the big fish are buying. That's all he said. I think I know why. I'll explain to you afterwards. But please don't go out and buy things. It's not the time yet. Now, when is the time? This announcer, you follow my website, you follow my Telegram. When Sensei comes up, we are reintroducing our crypto course. They say, oh. That is the best way to know that it's coming up. Okay? But I think now it's time for students that we're going into the second cycle, we're going to make a lot of money, that you have to understand his philosophy. So on the 24th, we'll have a class where we understand his philosophies and who he is, okay? And who he is. And you will get the answer to the mystery of the ring. Now you really suspend the ring, okay? So, yeah. So I teach simple concepts. Like why you are set up to lose money in Forex. Okay, today I'm going to teach simple concept, not the pips and feeds and all that. We don't need to know that. You need to know the simple concept that is actually going to make you a lot of money, like you did, Azman. There's this one moment in time where you have to make money. Because when you make money, you are confident, and that will change your life. If you don't make money now, in this next 2 years, especially next year, I don't know when you will make money. I really don't know. The crypto cycles are over. Now this one is coming up. I don't know, maybe there is, I was looking at the charts. There is another bullish commodity coming up. It's called, apa dia? I don't know, like, I will show you afterwards, but you know. But as Muslims, I don't think we can go. We can go. So it's not like I can teach that. Okay? I would love to teach that. Maybe I get a non-Muslim to teach it. Then I see from the side. Okay, like I said, you're already set up to lose money. Now let's watch a video in my free YouTube channel. This is why you should go to my free YouTube. See, I have free courses here. You can hear the depreciation of the Egyptian pound. Now, Egypt is very interesting. I hope this doesn't happen to Malaysia. Singapore, probably it won't happen. That's why I'm moving there. Thank you very much. But I hope we don't wake up like the Egyptians. They woke up when CC took over. The pound was like 5 to the US dollar. And then it became 7 or 8. And then one night, or was it 2? Is it difference in 1 night or 2 nights? They woke up to 18. So when I say see you at 6 to the ringgit, please be very careful. I hope it takes time. Okay, a steady time. Now, just go to videos. I'm going to show you a very interesting video here. Playlist. Yeah, here. Wolfview playlist. Yeah, trading is about losing. Now, this is why I say for all you forex, please listen. I'm going to explain to you why you are already set up to lose. You've lost. If you read all the ebooks, you've lost. If you trade with all the SAFUs, you've probably lost. You're going to lose.
Okay, guys. Again, welcome. This is the first part of the course. Now, before we delve into indices and also the sites where we can see the indices and also trading the indices. What I want to go through is really general concepts about trading. These are covered in Fundamentals Trading 1 and Fundamentals Trading 2. And what I want to do by this is basically to get you used to the real facts of life about trading, okay? That it's not as simple as you think. It's not what like the internet shows you. It's actually quite a serious undertaking. You have to run it like a business. And just like a business, no profits are guaranteed. There are profits and there are losses. So if you want to be a good trader, you really, really have to get used to losing and control the losses so that you can come back whenever the market is going back up again and it's in your favor. I see a lot of traders, they lose all their trading capital, okay? We say to them that they blow up their accounts before they even have a chance of making it well in the market. So you really have to put in capital preservation as your #1 goal. And in this presentation, I'll show you why that most traders are going to lose money. Most traders will continue to lose money despite all the advances that we have made in the internet, all the trading platforms and stuff, because it's really about psychology, okay?
Okay, listen to that. Okay, nowadays, you see, you know, there are all these SAFUs, there are all these gurus, there are all these tools, right? But the percentage is the same, you know. Of 100% of traders, 95% will not be there anymore after 2 years, or they will lose money. Of the 5%, only 1% makes money to trade sustainable. That means out of 100, only 1 will survive. 5 will be there lah, anak-anak ikan lah. And unfortunately, most of these are forex traders. They're neither here or there. You know why? You can see them everywhere. They're good. But they cannot make a lot of money to make it worth it. Kan? And what do you see? You see in Facebook everywhere, saya tak ada ni, I don't have this, I don't have that, I'm just a normal guy. Then why you trade lah? Go find a job. Then you can trade, right? Then at least you have extra income. Full-time trader. I never understood that, you know. Why you trade? Tak payah trade. It's weird, right? Yeah, you don't need to trade. You trade. Inilah, jangan trade for a living lah. Trade for, you know, work and trade. That's even better, okay? So the thing is, the reality is with all these things, yes, FXCM did a study, yes, the trading win rate improved. But still, people lost money. The percentages stay the same. It's psychology, okay? We can have the best in the world. It's still psychology. Even with my robot, psychology. And I'll tell you a true story with my robot also. Robot is right. Even then, I cannot stop loss. But the robot was correct.
Okay, now trading is about psychology. Now, there are 2 parts of trading. The first one is qualitative. These are trading plans, entry, exit patterns, your various indicators.
Yeah, this one, very bad.
MACD, all that. Okay, so we know that trading is all about psychology, at least most of it. Well, if you didn't know it, then you know it now. Now, the 2 parts of trading, which is quantitative and also
okay, let's go and
money in order to losing money. So this is actually a probability table.
Okay, look at this. Look at this very, very carefully. I just want you to look at this very, very carefully, and I will show you why you will lose money. Now, when you start, what is your win rate? 30, 40, 50, 70, 80? Mine is around here, okay? Mine's around here, 70. And I have the data to back it up. I think it's 80, almost 80. So it's probably here between here. Now, a lot of people, when they start, it's usually 30%. Okay? Now, the idea is this. When you play for Forex, what's your stop loss percentage? How much is your stop loss? What percentage of the account do you take as a stop loss? 3? I've heard 3, right? 3 to 5? 3 to 5? You won't last. You are dead. You know why you are dead? You multiply 30 by 3. Finish. Habis. I know you guys are rich. You guys want to depot lah. Okay? And a lot of IBs, when you depot, you know they make money off that Forex rate. You're making your IB rich. not necessarily the broker. Now, I am here at 70, 80, so I can have a 9 to 7. Okay, I can have a 9 to 7. So if I'm at 3%, I'm okay. I lose only 21% of the account here, 7. If I'm at 10%, 5%, I'm dead. Now, there's another reason. Now, if I'm going to lose that, there's a reason here. There is a rule here that so if you get to 20%, it's very important. Okay, you know why? If you lose 20% of your equity, you may be in the zone of no return. That means you don't have confidence. And one day you're going to blow that account anyway. So imagine you playing, you have 30 times loss, times 3 is already gone, and you're dead. Okay, now what I do is simple. What I do is newbies, even I advise them 1 to 1.5%. In fact, it's 0.5 to 1% only. So you have a 30 streak, you're still safe. But please remember, when you are down by 20, your brain also one time already. You might enter the point of no return. Okay? And this is statistical. This is why people lose. So that's why when people say you play, you have high leverage, my friend, you're one of them, and you go into a losing streak, go out to KLCC. Go and window shopping. You might not be able to afford it, but one day you make money, you will. Okay, don't go into trading. Now, the other thing that I want to show you is, this is another statistical thing. Do you know that in order to have a high win rate, you look at this, the risk to reward ratio here, 1 to 1 to have a 50. If you're going 3 to 1 or 2 to 1, like a lot of SAFUs teach you, you're setting yourself up for losses, you know. That sometimes when you go in with Forex, you have to take profits very, very fast. And that's why it's very difficult. Unless we're going into a new environment, which we are going in, but traditionally, you really couldn't do the 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1. Now, what's the reality of the institutional accounts? Do you know that they only make money during a certain time in a year? After I show you one, which is mine. The rest of the time, they could be negative. It doesn't matter, because they know they're going to hit the ball out of the park. Whereas you guys are thinking, that one, 8% a month, blah, 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 blah. You read my book, wow, this one says 8% a month. Betul ke? Betul lah, tapi not true lah. Because you have to be so disciplined to do that. Even I'm not disciplined enough to do that. So you trade it like the normal fund manager trades. Most of the time it will be like this, and then one day it just goes up, and then maintain the profit, and you're out of the year. Done. And that's why I'm able to provide Nila. And I'll show you the model that I have, which is why I'm the only Sensei to give a guarantee of 50% or 78.6% returns, which will go down to 30% very, very soon. I show you why. Because this is not based on Shukri woke up one day and he had this good marketing plan. He want everyone to go to the moon. No, no, no. This is not a marketing ploy. Okay? It's based on facts. And it has to be based on facts, or we're all going to be in big trouble. Okay? So, having said that, remember that we are in the place to be now. Very important. This is the #1 crypto influencer in the world. And when the #1 crypto influencer is going to non-crypto, what do you think is happening? Now you know why I don't teach, right? Now you know why I don't teach anything but free crypto. He said it, guys. Yeah. So when the #1 says it's going to other things than crypto, then you better listen. Because he's also moving his money out. He only has 50% in crypto now. This is for the guys who still want to go to the moon. Nothing wrong to go to the moon, okay? But let's get your expectations correct. Now Claw Crypto. Wow, coming out with crypto. Oh, here. Out. Yeah. Here. Window here. Oops, not here. It's not here. So he is Nila when he goes out of, okay, let's just go here. And let's go to this YouTube and see what he has to see what he has to say. This is very important, okay? So I have to use this as Nila, as a barometer here. Oh, you don't want to see cap, paste that. YouTube.
So to look at the tweet in a little bit, and that'll give you guys a little bit more of an explanation as to where I'm really standing overall. But this is a chart put out by Bloomberg. I'd seen it originally before Bloomberg published it, but this is a chart comparing a ratio between the GSCI Total Return S&P 500 Index alongside the S&P 500.
So S&P 500 is the US index, not the Dow. The Dow is 30. This is 500 component. So I think in KL is similar to AMAS. But we here is KLCI, right? But there it's S&P 500, no, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ, Russell. Russell is a small cap. It's like our NASDAQ. Oh, sorry, ACE.
So to give you a general understanding before we dive into what this chart is and what it entails, the GSCI index is a general index for commodities. It's one of the top indexes that's used on the CBOE, one of the largest exchanges on the world, to track the performance of overall commodities. So it's not just focused on oil or one specific commodity, but a broad plethora of different commodities indexed into one measurement, comparative to the S&P 500 in this case. And what we see with this chart is that over about 10-year cycles, 8 to 10 years, we tend to see these big macro swings, these bigger picture swings going on between the valuation of equities to commodities. We find that during these, every 20 years, we tend to find that there's a bottom here in commodities to equities, and it's tended to be that there's a 1-to-1 ratio in the valuation between the S&P 500 and commodities. And we also have these parabolic swings where commodities way outpace the S&P 500.
So what you see here, how this, you see commodities are down, and now we're down again. Down since the 1970s, we are at the lowest level. So even he sees a crypto guy and he knows where to put money in. How does this relate to Forex? You guys remember 95 to here, 95 to 99, and here until 2008. What happened here? There was a commodities boom, right? And that was when Jim Rogers came out with a book. Commodities, what did he say? Some commodities thing, came out with a book. What happened then? If you guys remember, there was something called the carry trade for Forex. How we relate commodities to Forex. Remember, Aussie USD was going up, NZ USD was going up. You can put money in a bank and then you earn interest because the Aussie interest rate was higher than Japan, or Aussie was higher than US, and then the Aussie went up, so you eat twice. So this is also very relatable to Forex, okay? It shows you what's happening. And commodities are down, we'll show you some.
Again, very volatile swings over a longer period of time, really when we're looking on the basis of months and years. But the important thing I want to focus on here is that we're getting towards the latter of one of those swings, all right? So those 20-year cycles where we have a 10-year run-up in commodities and a 10-year decline in commodities. We are now towards the base, and in fact, are at a record low in commodities for the first time in over 50 years. Let me repeat.
50 years, the last was 20. So you guys are lucky to be alive. You don't have to wait another 20 years for this. I might not be around, but I think my recording will. So hopefully YouTube will be there. Okay?
Yeah, the first time we have seen commodities this cheap compared to the S&P 500 in 50 years.
This is also related to Forex because Forex has commodity currencies. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, New Zealand dollar, ringgit. Ringgit is not good.
This is important to note because you don't get these kind of opportunities in a long period of time. And
you don't get it. So he knows what to do. Number one crypto influencer, number one.
Probably guess where I'm going with this, with all my rambling, is that we are seeing commodities at quite dramatically low levels comparative to the indexes and the equities markets. Again, guys, you guys don't need me to explain this to you. Stocks have been on a massive rally. We've been on more than a 10-year bull run. And now we're starting to see a little bit of shakiness in the market. So I'm going to go ahead.
Again, what he's saying is very simple. Stocks are up, going down. Commodities are going up. Inverse. That's all that's happening. Huh? So again, this is from the #1 crypto guy. Let's see what the #1 crypto guy has to say. So that you guys are not you guys are not taken in by the moon. Now you know where the moon is going to be at, right? Okay, let's see this. This is one of my crypto groups. See my crypto group, very quiet. Very quiet. That's sad. See, this is Nicholas Merton. That's data dash from why can crypto have 4 major super cycles? Silk Road, that one gone. 2016, 2017. This one, yes, we caught this one. What does he say here? 2019 to 2020. I'll tell you why I think he's right here. But that's next year, not now. Huh? Now it's 2018, right? Yeah, yeah. And then to 2020 to 2030 is, what is it? 2020 to 2030. Yeah, crypto replace fiat. Yeah, institutional speculation next year. This is because ICOs will go towards STOs and DSOs. Okay, I'm going to say it again, guys. You guys may not agree with me. If you hear the word ICO, you run to the cave. That's why BDIF here, now Forex going into the cave. It's not the time, okay? Yes, I agree some ICOs will be good, but I do not want to be in a market where I have to be clever to make money. I want to be in a market where I can be dumb and make money. Warren Buffett said that, you know, you should invest in a company where even a stupid person can run it, because one day a stupid person will. So when I teach, no offense to my students, I must assume that you are the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. Pun boleh buat duit lah. Then boleh lah. Yang pandai, the ones that are clever, you guys are okay? But not everyone will have the same skill. So there it is. Okay, this is Darcidius. After I rescued him, he rescued me. So here's the deal, okay? You know, there's a school in Switzerland called Rosie. All the sheiks, the kings, the rich people of the world send their kids there. Even Tony Robbins sent his son there. One son. And this guy sent 6 kids there. That's how rich he was. 6 kids here, okay? So here's the deal. If someone can afford to send 6 kids there, they know something. They know something which we don't know. And if we know something, then we could replicate their success. That's all we need to know, okay? And he does know something. And sometimes I cannot tell you because then you'll freak out. You don't want to be my friend after that. Now many people unfriend me already. I say ringgit go to 6. That's why. How come my friend list? I was counting it almost 5,000, 4,971. Tiba-tiba jatuh 200. Like, how come? Okay. Now I'm building up the friend base again. Now they say, maybe this crazy guy is right. It's going there. Okay? So the first, this is the first. And okay, we will cover 5 topics here. Return on God, the crash. Ringgit is going to 6 to the USD. It's easy to make 96% in Forex and hold the cryptos. So let me, I'm going to stop the recording and then I'm going to, so she can cut. Okay. So the first is return on God. We're going to go through return on God. Now, this is something you never get in any class. And you must be wondering, wow, this guy, I go to Forex class, this return on God. What is this? This is the most important thing when you start trading, okay? Because without return on God, I don't think you're going to make it. I know you're going to make money. This is easy. You ask Azman how easy it was in 2008. I mean, he was so crazy. I don't know whether he remembers. I just taken the job at SAS. And he comes to me like, you have to take this GBP USD trade. I still remember. I was on a flight, you know, I said, you gila. I was he was crazy. I was at this level, but he took it to a different level, you know. Like Joel Bauer taught Peng Joon, then Peng Joon took it to a different level, then Joel Bauer would say, oh, God respect someone who the same with it. So I took the trade, and like he said, by the time I landed in US, the stop loss, he landed in US. Wow, so much money. I still remember. It was a sign of the time. See, I couldn't do a lot because I was at work, but he was at another level, so he raised his game. The chance came, we'll see it afterwards, okay? So, but again, without this return on God, I believe that whatever is you are destined to make will go down. You won't make as much as you should. Okay, so return on God is very important. What is return on God? Let me tell you a little story. Okay, why am I giving all this fundamental formula away again? It's very simple because you have to remember that I am not, they say that who cannot teach, trade, I'm both, which is bad. Because when you teach and trade, you run two risks. The teaching goes haywire, the trading goes haywire. So to manage both is very, very tough, but I'm doing it because of my return on God. Do I need to do it because I'm setting up a hedge fund? No, I shouldn't be doing it. I have no business doing it. But I'm doing it because of my return on God. I think I made the right decision. No, I'm sure I made the right decision. I will show you why. The thing is, this is a true story. It's happened last year, it happened again this year. Which is why I know I'm going to make a lot of money. I don't know about you, so get your high return on God. Okay? Tuhan, Allah. Because we have Muslims and non-Muslims. For you atheists, okay, return on Santa Claus. You guys believe in something, right? Santa Claus pun tak apa, just believe in something, okay? So one day, you know, just last year, at that time, if you guys remember, we had a mini winter. Now we have a winter. That time was a very mild winter. So, you know, I was teaching my 200 plus group or whatever of crypto traders. So, you know, I dreamt to be a whale, a good whale. So I said, wow, this crypto is so slow. This crypto is so slow, I better go and swim with the whales. That's the whale shark. It's not a whale, it's a fish. But never mind, a whale shark, you get 2 in 1. So that's in the Philippines. So I said to them, you know what? I want to be a whale. I'm going to go and swim with the whales. So I went and swim with the whales. Yeah, that's kind of cool, you know, in my Darth Vader thing here. But then bring my Darth Vader thing there. But the most important thing here is when I was there, what I did was, I also did some good. Before I was there, I was in the, before I went to the Philippines, I was in Sabah, helping this fundraising for this, orphanage.
Semua, so kita di rumah ni, di Ranau sini, di rumah Putra Harapan, Facebook post pun ada. So saya akan set up nanti page and address for you to be able to sumbang to Bitcoin, yeah. So whatever Bitcoin go there, you can convert it to cash and we will give it here. So let's make this ni yang pertama di Malaysia ni yang menerima Bitcoin, faham tak? So we're going to set up the address and make sure you put your things there. Nampak ni semua gembira. Senyum. Senyum. Super tak? Super.
Everyone likes me. I'm like Mickey Mouse there. I was thinking like, what character is it? Disneyland comes to them. So it's fundraising for this orphanage in Sabah, near Mount Kinabalu. Very beautiful place. And then, as I come back from that in January, this happens. The US 20,000 that I would pumped into more than US 1 million. I think it was even more than 1 million. That was my NEO. That was my NEO holdings, 252K. And then there was 681 Ether. There's 681 Ether times 1400. Wait, times 1400. 953 plus 252. 953 plus 252. 1.2 million. Sorry, I lied to you. It's like 1.2 million US. So again, do good and then things will come to you. Remember that. I'm going to show you something else of why this is happening again, of why I'm going to make a lot of money. Okay, so remember, for those of you that don't understand, for Muslims, it's written on Allah, for the rest, it's written on God, for atheists, it's written on Santa Claus. Okay, that's it. So here I am, you know, and now I want to help people. Again, guys, I don't want to argue nowadays. The malas na argue, because there's a big thing coming. I just want to do. So that's why in my Forex course for a limited time, I give a guarantee that if you fail, if I fail, or you fail, or to generate 50% or 78.6% a year, I'll send you a check for every dollar you spend. This is crazy, but I show you why it's not. Okay? Crazy, right? Insane, right? So now I need divine intervention. Mati lah ni. Ambil you punya fee, I have to give back, you know. I'm dead, right? I'm dead in the water. Anything can happen. Not because of my trading skill. Listen, I could meet a sweet young thing and get insane here. I cannot trade anymore. See? Or anything can happen, right? Get married, gone lah. Not because I meet the girl is a not nice girl, not because she's not the right girl, but you change your routine, boom, done. Tanya Azman. If you want to know how to work and trade, ask him, because he has mastered the routine of working and trading. Not many people can do that, okay? And he's doing very well also. So both career and Forex is very important. After we'll ask him. Another one of our special interviews with him. Okay, so now I start again. Now I'm in deep shit. I make this promise. Why do I make this promise? Again, it's very simple. I said, look, friend, I don't want to argue with you. Here's the offer. If I were not confident, why am I making this offer anyway? Stupid, right? But at least I can say I put my money where my mouth is. So why do I do it? Return on God. This is what I did when I went to the Gold Coast. At this time, I was very much in crypto. I didn't know what the future held, but this is what I said. So jump over this thing. Jump over a plane on the Gold Coast, going down. Now I'm freaking out now. Yeah, I need to know. I should have edited this out. Kena kurahan. Dia patut dari sini lah. Kita dah gambar. Let's reduce lah. Let's reduce the salary. Dia kena hadap apa? Okay? Now it is a lie. But I did it for a reason. I tell you why. This is after Tony Robbins' course. I just want it to stick. That my vows would stick, okay? I said my goal from the start.
Okay? Yes, my mission in life is to provide financial freedom to all of you so that you may live life to the fullest.
Financial freedom to all of you.
Live it on the air, guys. Live it on the air. Nothing to do. Do what you want. Just chase your dreams, okay? Don't give up. And if you're afraid, dive so that all your goals and missions are integrated into you.
Okay, so you got to dive and do it. So that's what I did. So that was at least set in May that I want to do good for people. You know, I don't come from I come from middle class background, but middle class is also not very easy. How to give people financial freedom, especially now when things are going to be very bad. So again, I went to Joel Bauer's course, and this is what I did. I wanted to help the nuns do something. Listen.
Okay guys, we completed the first part of our lesson. They now have their crypto wallets, okay? Yeah. The crypto wallet is ready.
So I had a course, like I had a free Azan was here. A class on 13th, and I put the free course on free cryptos on my website. You can see it. Since then, look what happened. My lob trade went up 4 times. Okay, another one also went up 4 times. Another one went up 1.6 times. So what I got from then to now, which is less than a month, now it's 10th October, right? No, now it's 10th November, right? That was 13th October, 50,000 ringgit. So I got 50,000 ringgit free that I can put somewhere, and if anything happens, I can refund everyone who sign up. See, that was free. Now, why did I get it for free? Because in my mind, I was wired, I need to help people. Please help me, God. Or Santa Claus, or the Tooth Fairy. See, because I got it in my mind that, hey, this is really what I want to do. I went up in the sky. Luckily, I'm not killed. Even before that, I was reading, whoa, so many accident. I think that for a reason is very clear in my mind. So for all of you that want to do this, I want you to do something. Go into a cave this weekend or next weekend, because it's going to start. Think of the good that you're going to do with the money you will get, because you will make money. Guaranteed. And then the problem starts. Okay, this one you have to trust me. I've shown you my 100,000 group. There's a lot in the 100,000 group, you know. They made a lot of money. Hey, sorry guys, to all the students. Some of them went cuckoo. Asman didn't go cuckoo, but he had a job. You think making money is good? I tell you, making money is bad. People go insane. They don't know how to handle sudden money. So you guys got to know how to handle the money. Go into a cave somewhere and think about the good you're going to do for the people of the world. And you guys should also follow me, because I have a loyal following. Now, this guy is not a student, Shalzo Hazimin. She's not a student. He followed me. But probably when he was following me, he was actually taking notes. So he got my ideas for free tokens. And he made money 20 times. He had a lot of free tokens. You don't need to pay anything for free tokens. It's free. Free, tau tak free. Don't need to pay anything. And this guy managed to get it. So just by following me, you can already make money. What else? You touch me, then you can make more money. After it, you can touch me. It's okay. Very good. So again, once again, get your thing.